I'm Dangerholm, and today we're going to take a closer look at my new Scott Spark BMX. This is what you would call a down-country bike, and if you haven't heard that term before, it's essentially a cross-country bike that has been built to make the descents a lot more fun. Personally, I come from a BMX background, so I like the term bicycle motocross country even more, hence the name. But either way, this will be a true Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde of a bike, combining lightweight with super burly components. At the heart of the bike is a 100mm travel Scott Spark RC SL frame. This is the lightest version, and it comes in at an incredible 1750 grams, including the rear shock and all the hardware. And that is while still using an aluminum linkage just for the looks. Speaking of looks, I wanted this bike to resemble a street BMX bike, and to me that is matte black, some chrome and a kind of raw and beaten up look. So I went for a matte paint scheme with some stealth logos, raw carbon and some chrome details to go with that, just like this fork here. The fork is a Fox 36 with a Grip 2 damper. It has been custom lowered to a 125mm of travel, and that is quite a bit more than the stock 100mm that the frame is built for. So it raises the front end up, slackens the head angle, and it plays an important role in the whole down-counter thing. Also, to go with the black theme of the bike, it has gotten some new dials from Hop Carbon parts, and the neat little fender comes from Syncros. Syncros is also on cockpit duty with the Hickson riser integrated handlebar combo. These are super strong and enduro ready, much thanks to the one-piece full carbon construction. The brakes are the Trickstuff Piccolo HD, as in heavy duty. These combine the super light Piccolo levers with 4-piston calipers. So they provide a perfect blend between low weight and great stopping power. Also, the build quality is second to none really, and the lever feel is just fantastic. This will be stopping a set of Syncros Revostoke 1.0 wheels. These are absolutely massive looking, I love them. They have a 31mm inner width and are quite bomb-proof. And to help further with this, I'm also running the Cushcore XE tire inserts. Of course they protect the rims, but they also improve the ride quality by stabilizing the tire walls. The seat clamp and 175mm dropper post comes from German Bike Yoke. The dropper has some really cool features such as adjustable travel length, and on top is the Syncros Comox seat. This has been designed for downhill and aggressive riding, so it suits the bike rather well. Both the rear shock and the dropper post is controlled via a custom Scott Twinlock based remote, so you have just one visible cable but both functions. So there is no lockout, but you have open mode, press once and you will put the shock into traction mode, or you can of course also push all the way through to actuate the dropper and then just release the shock back into open. The drivetrain consists of a SRAM X01 crankset that has been stripped down to better match the looks of the frame. You have the Crank Brothers Mallet E pedals and a 36-tooth Garbaruk chainring. Out back, you have the SRAM Axis derailleur and a 1048 Garbaruk cassette. All in all, this results in a little beast of a bike weighing in at just 12 kilos, including pedal, which is really not too bad considering it's pretty much a mini enduro bike. Well, that's not all, because to show you how versatile this frame and chassis is, I also have a cross-country oriented build for it. All you do is change the wheels, change the cockpit, and boom. Now you have a much lighter bike with a much more aggressive riding position that's perfect for regular cross-country riding and will be a blast for those rides. These are the Syncros Silverton SL full carbon wheels, and when I say full carbon I really mean it, even the spokes. So you have continuous fibers going from one end of the wheel all the way over to the other. So they are super light and super responsive and will really transform the ride of the bike and pretty much any other bike for that matter. With this bike finished, it's time to focus on my other projects. I'm gonna build the world's lightest 29-inch downhill bike, for example, based on the Scott Gambler. So feel free to keep up with that on my Instagram, and until the next bike check video, stay safe and ride hard.